when we talk about ensuring supply chain controls, right, and what automation actually means to you, it may be different than what it means to us too. But I think it's a generic term. But the idea is that you can start to you can start to configure those requirements that you've already put together of that great program. So going to automation shouldn't entail you having to go rewrite a whole bunch of programs. Rather, you have great programs in place that you've been running. And what we're going to try and do is help configure those programs around the system around those programs, I should say, and then provide the ability to start to monitor and trend this type of information. So as you see my screen change here and come back up, what you're looking at is actually a compliance dashboard. It's a compliance monitoring dashboard. Again, I see many of you on the phone. I know some of you oversee multiple facilities. What you're looking at here is a 2-facility chart that's actually monitoring overall compliance. And when I say that, many of you, hopefully your eyebrows raise. Well, what's overall compliance mean? Well, it could be your food safety compliance. It could be, in this case, your swabbing program, a GMP audit. It could be your pre-ops. It could be your quality checks, right, that are being done. So the idea here is I'm giving you a pretty vast example, and this is over a specific period of time. So this is over 12 months. And again, maybe this is across all of my resources or items that I'm processing. Maybe it should be on a specific item that I process or throughout the day, throughout the week, or for a specific customer. But what you're seeing here is a trending chart over a period of time. And not only is it telling you and giving you information to these trends, but this is where you start to just get naturally, think about how long it would take you in a paper-based world, in an Excel-based world, to go back through and say, okay, what are my most problematic forms that I have today, right? And that's what you're seeing here down at the bottom. The bottom 5 performing forms, my pre-op sanitation, right, my HACCP plan, my CCP metal detector, it's really doing poorly. And I know for many of you on the phone, that's not a realistic number, but sometimes in a demonstration site, it's fun to show non-compliance rather than compliance. Compliance can become boring. But you'll see here, so wouldn't it be nice to know very quickly, this is where I'm having the majority of my failures. Where is that one spot that I need to improve on? And in this case, it's just rolling it up very quickly into a nice, clean little dashboard here, right? And also for many of you, you'll see record sign-offs are always important. So you'll see a little widget here showing record sign-offs. But the idea that a system like this this is simple, right? This is just starting to roll up different programs into an overarching look, and I'm actually comparing it against locations. But if we break this down into something that I'm assuming many of you on the phone are quite familiar with, sure, many of you have a supplier program, right? Be nice to understand, and you'll see over here on the right side of the screen, where you stand with your suppliers. How many tasks are outstanding? What tasks have been completed? Have any tasks been started, right? What tasks have been started? Where am I at? And you'll see throughout, not only in this little right-hand widget of how automation and technology can help, but now think about some of the other more common features where you come in here and you say, you know what, I just want to see everything that's, past due. Show me all those reds, right? Give me the things I need to look at and actually review, right? And we're going to talk a little bit later, actually in the next part of this, but also that ability for a system to alert you, to generate notifications to you. You don't have to come in here and go grinding through data to find it. Hopefully you're seeing it's quite easy to find that information as it is. How nice would it be if a system, think of it as your personal assistant, starts emailing you and going, hey, Jill, by the way, this document's past due. This document needs to be completed, right? And I'm showing this from a supplier example, obviously. But the idea that this is quite simple for any of your internal documents, your supplier program. What if you want to search and find that specific supplier? Hey, let me drill into this Food Materials International, one of my suppliers. I can see all of their documents I can require. I can see if any of these things have been past due. And I can see, maybe things that I should follow up on, right? So the idea that quick access at your fingertips. I've only clicked now a couple times in the system, right? And I'm showing you a world of knowledge that I'm sure many of you are trying to get access to, or if you have access to it today, it's a cumbersome effort to get that information together and pull it together.
SafetyChain. Reduce risks, control costs, ensure compliance.